What is we want to talk about is rational zero theorem. This one is give the idea of what's the possible zeros for the given polynomial function. Here's the idea. An is we call leading coefficient. This one is constant. How can find possible rational zeros is you're gonna find the factor of constant a zeros on the numerator, factor of the leading coefficient in denominator, we're gonna have fraction for. That's we're gonna find the possible rational zeros. Here is very important note here, guys. This is possible zeros, guys. It's not really zeros. We have to figure it out. What is zeros? That's why we have to use factor theorem. You're gonna do trial errors and check the factor theorem, and you're gonna find the actual zeros. Okay, let's have the example. So first here they say list all the possible zeros, guys, not the zeros. So how can find it? So here is the idea, guys. First, what is the leading coefficient? Gonna be here. Degree is 4. Here is the leading coefficient. That's gonna be 1. What is a constant term? Here is the last term. Here is a 4. Constant term is there's no x variable. So now possible zeros, we're gonna find the factor of 1 first. 1, only 1, right? How about factor of 4? 1, 2, 4. Factor of 4 meaning is you're gonna divide by some number and no remainder, right? Then all possible zeros, here is, you're gonna do it. On the top, factor of 4. So I'm gonna write down 1, 2, 4. What is a factor of 1? That's the 1. Then you're gonna put the positive negative, okay? Later, you're gonna put later. So let's find it. First one is positive negative, first pair. 1 over 1. That's the 1 over 1. Second, 2 over 1. Third, 4 over 1. That's gonna be candidate of zeros for given function, guys. So we have find which one is the real zeros for this polynomial. Let's do the find all the zeros this time by using the rational zeros theorem, factor theorem. So I'm gonna give the step. How can figure it out, guys? Here, first step, possible zeros. How can find it? Possible zeros is positive, negative. What is factor of 3? Oh, that's the 1 and 3. What is a factor of 2? That's 1 and 2. Then possible zeros, the pair up. So possible zeros is first 1 over 1. That's the positive negative 1. Second is 3 over 1. That's the positive negative 3. Now, the other pair, 1 over 2. That's the positive negative 1.5. Another one, 3 over 2. That's the positive negative 3 over 2. That you find the possible zeros, okay? Second, let's go second part. So second part is we're gonna using previous video, we have to factor theorem. Factor theorem guarantee find the zero. So what do you have to check? You're gonna check the value of function. So you start with, I'm gonna start with here 1. F of 1. What is f of 1? Let's find this one first, guys, okay? F of 1, plug in 1 here. So 2 plus 3 minus 8 plus 3 equals 0. Then factor theorem say x minus 1 is factor. This meaning is the same thing as x equal 1 is 0. Guys, remember that? So here is the x value. Here is the x value. You plug in x equal 1. X value plug in, evaluate function. Oh, that's the 0. Then factor theorem guarantee this one is a factor, this is a 0. So it's not working. You go to -1, 3, -3. That's the order. Now, third one is you're going to do synthetic division. Okay, how can do synthetic division? Synthetic division, find the other factor we practiced previous section. 2, 3, -8. Here is the 3. What is 0? You find here is 1. Let's do synthetic division, guys. This one is coming down is 2. Here is a 2, 5, 5, -3, -3, and 0. So f of x gonna be, you factor it. First one is x minus 1. Quotient you find here. Here is x cubed. You're gonna be, this is x squared. So 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. Can you factor it? Let's do it. Everyone factory, we practice 2x minus 1, x plus 3. You have factor of polynomial. So let's find the zeros. How can find the zeros? Look at this one. How can find the zeros? Now fx equals 0, which meaning is x minus 1, 2x minus 1, x plus 3 equals zeros. This term is zeros. So you have x minus 1 zeros, 2x minus 1 equals zeros, x plus 3 equals zeros. Now x equal 1, x equal 1.5, x equal -3. Let's find all the zeros of f of x. So let's practice find all the zeros and multiplicity given polynomial function. So this is degree 4. Polynomial function, guys, pause the video, do by yourself, and then come back. Let's do together. Here's the order to solve this problem. First, the possible zeros. How can find the possible zeros? Here is a leading coefficient is gonna be A2. Find the factor 1 and 2. Constant term is gonna be, don't worry about sign, guys, just thinking about 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 6. That's the factor. So all the possible zeros, you pass negative on the front and then write it this way. Factor of 6 in the top. 1, 2, 3, 6. Then you have what? You have factor of leading coefficient 1 and 2. Let's pair up. 1, 1. That's the first one. So you have plus -1. That's I have here, guys. Second, 2 and 1. So you have plus -2. Third, 3 over 1. That's gonna be plus -3. Last one is 6 over 1. That's gonna be plus -6. Okay. Second part, let's use the red one. Here is 2, 1. So plus -1 over 2. 2 over 2. What is 2 over 2, guys? That's going to be 1. 1 is right there, so you don't have to. So here is a positive -2 over 2. This is exactly positive -1, so you don't have to do this one. You already here right there. Positive -3 over 2. Then 6 over 2. So 6 over 2 positive negative, that's going to be positive -3 right here. So you don't need it. That's all the possible zeros right there, guys, okay? Everyone make sense this one? So this one is possible zeros. Now, you're going to find the one zeros. Let's just start. This is trial error. We say, I always start with the 1, -1. It's working or not? So f of 1, let's just start it, guys. F of 1. 2 plus 5 minus 2 minus 11 minus 6. Oh, here is a 5. -16, -12. Okay, So it doesn't work. So this is not 0. Okay, this is not. X equal 1 cannot be 0. So let's go next one. F negative 1. This one plug into 2. Negative 1, 4 plus 5 negative 1 cube minus 2 negative 1 square minus 11 times negative 1 minus 6. This one is 2 minus 5. This one is 1. Negative 2 plus 11 minus 6. Oh, this one is 0. You're going to say x equal 1 is 0. Okay, you find 1. Oh, no. X equal negative 1, guys. I'm sorry. X equal negative 1 is 0. Okay, let's do the synthetic division this time. So let's do the factorials. You're going to do synthetic division here. So let's find here 2, 5, negative 2, negative 11, negative 6. So what is the zeros you find in negative 1? So you have 2, negative 2, 3, negative 3, negative 5, 5, negative 6, and 6. That's going to be 0. So you have f of x is, you guys here, x plus 1, very careful, x minus 1 is a factor. So 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 5x minus 6. Oh, we have to do this one, guys. What do you want to use it? I'm going to put this one is g of x, guys. G of x gonna be 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 5x minus 6. So this one is possible zeros. We're going to use exactly same thing here. So we're going to do, let's do the one more time. So possible zeros on the number 1. So you're going to plug in. Don't plug in the 1. 1 is not working. So let's do the g of negative 1 first. It's not working 1 out, guys. Okay? So let's go here. 2, negative 1. 2 negative 1 cube plus 3 negative 1 square minus 5 negative 1 minus 6. We're going to do negative 2 plus 3 plus 5 negative 6. That's the 0. You find another one. So let's do the synthetic division one more time, guys. So do here one more time here. So 2, 3, negative 5, negative 6. So negative 1 is 0, 2, negative 2, 1. Here is gonna be negative 1, negative 6, and 6, and 0. Okay, so you have g of x right there, g of x. Factor gonna be x plus 1 and 2x squared plus x minus 6. Can you do this one? Can you factor this one? Then you're going to have x plus 1, 2x minus 3, x plus 2. That's the g of x you factor. Now, finally, we have the f of x, x plus 1. G of x, x plus 1, 2x minus 3, x plus 2. Now let's go find the zeros. First, find all the zeros and multiplicity. Okay, so this one is a 0. How many x plus 1? Right here, 2, right? So you have x plus 1 equals 0. This one is you have 2. That's the multiplicity. Multiplicity gonna be 2. 2x minus 3 equals 0. How many 2x minus 3? That's the 1. X plus 2 equals 0. How many? 1. So you find the zeros. You can find the zeros. X equals negative 1. X equals 3 over 2. X equals negative 2.